Understanding children through educational approaches, series, and frameworks. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we learn and work today. I pay my respect to elders past, present, and emerging, and extend that I respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. As an early childhood teacher, I recognize the importance of connection, belonging, and respect, values that also guide my approach to teaching and learning. Introduction. Understanding children. Understanding children lies at the heart of early childhood education. Our role extends beyond teaching knowledge. It involves observing, interpreting, and supporting each child's way of engaging with the world. This reflection explores how historical and contemporary approaches, key learning series, and professional frameworks shape my understanding as a future early childhood teacher. Together, these perspectives reveal that learning is an active, social, and deeply contextual process. Historical approach. One early approach to education viewed children as naturally curious and self motivated learners who thrive through independence and exploration. It revolutionized early education by positioning the child as an active participant in their own learning. Through carefully prepared environments, children are free to choose materials, repeat actions, and learn through discovery. This philosophy reminds me to trust children's abilities, respect their pace, and design environments that promote autonomy and intrinsic motivation. Contemporary approach. A more recent educational perspective focuses on collaboration, creativity, and communication. It sees children as capable and resourceful participants in learning. In this approach, the environment acts as a third teacher, encouraging exploration, reflection, and interaction. Educators listen closely, observe carefully, and design experience based on children's interests and questions. The focus on documentation, such as photos, drawings, and reflections, reminds me that listening to children's voice is the foundation of meaningful teaching. This practice aligns closely with the early years learning framework's emphasis on play, agency, and belonging. Learning series. Developmental theory suggests that children's activity build knowledge through hands-on experiences and interaction with their environment. Learning develops through stages as children organize experiences into new understandings. Another theory highlights that learning happens through relationships and shared experiences. The idea of the zone of learning shows that children achieve more with gentle support than on their own. Together, these perspectives reminds me that children learn both independently and collaboratively, shaped by interaction, dialogue, and reflection. In my teaching reflections, I often think about how these series translate into practice. They remind me to provide hands on sensory experiences that allow children to test ideas and explore materials. They also encourage me to be a co learner, someone to observe participants and extend children's thinking through meaningful dialogues. In practice, this means creating predictable yet flexible routines that leave space for spontaneous play and creativity. Each observation and interaction becomes an opportunity to connect zero with responsive, children centered teaching. frameworks, EYIF and NQS. The early years learning framework and the national quality standard provide essential professional guidance for quality education and care. The EYF reminds me that belonging, being, and becoming are the heart of early learning, and that play is the foundation for growth across all domains. The NQS reinforced that secure, respectful, and reciprocal relationships are the foundation for all learning. These frameworks connect serious practice, ensuring that my teaching remains intentional, inclusive, and grounded in ethical reflection. When I reflect on all these perspectives, um, a coherent message emerges. The focus on independence builds children's confidence and self direction. The emphasis on collaboration adds shared meaning and creativity. Learning series show how children construct understandings through exploration and interaction. The EYIF and NQS ensure that this understanding translates into thoughtful ethical practice. Ultimately, all these ideas led to one truth. Children are capable, curious, and creative learners. My role as an educator is to create the right condition for their potential to unfold and guide their learning to empathy, respect, and reflection.